We're here at the booth of the chairman and the tea lady from Abington, Massachusetts. I have the pleasure of speaking with Linda Grossman. You have obviously a specialty in tea-related items, and is it restoring antique chairs or antique chairs?
My husband does restoring of antique chairs, including cane, rush, splint, tightening chairs that people think are no longer usable but just need a little glue.
And this is your first time at Atlantique City.
Yes, it is.
And you have a lovely setup here. I wonder if you might talk about some of the stuff you brought, and especially to begin with here, the sets of tea bag holders are fascinating little pieces.
Well, we did a little unofficial study that everyone in this country has either a relative or a friend who has a tea bag holder, just a single unit like this, in the drawer in the kitchen. What they don't know is that they came in sets, and if you have a set, you leave them out and you actually use them. So my job, which I'm a little bit obsessed, is to find all different types and match up wonderful people with their sets and encourage them to get them as gifts, because if it's a tea lover, this is the perfect gift. So.
Well, I really like the variety of them. The painting, the texture, the different texture that comes out of it. Are these English, American?
Most of them actually started out in Japan, and then the others are American. They go from the sublime to the ridiculous. We have something like this that is very American, and it says, "Let me be your tea bag holder," and it's got a little bee on it. And the original ones that came from Japan were very, as they say,
So are these tea bag holders, are they English? Are they American? Where do they generate from?
A lot of them came from Japan to start with, and then a lot of them are American. We have some that are very cute, something like this, which has a little bee on it, and it says, "Let me be your tea bag holder." And then some of the ones that started out the whole thing are what they call anthropomorphic, which they look like little pieces of fruit, and it also says, "I will hold your tea bag." And they're just adorable. They do stand on their own, but to have them in a set makes them usable and great gifts.
No, very much so. Now, I'm looking over here and I'm seeing some very interesting double-spouted tea kettles.
No, they are teapots. These are.
Let's walk over here and you can show me a little bit more
Sure.
about it.
They're made by a company called Hall out of Liverpool, Ohio, and the majority of the ones here in many different colors are they're called Tea Masters, and they're very, very interesting. If I can just reach one this way, they actually have two different chambers inside, and you make your tea in one side and put plain water in the other. And there's a small hole in the middle of the two chambers. So as you pour your tea, the water goes from one side to the other. And since I like my tea a little lighter than you do, after I pour it, then I can pour it the other direction and pour a little water back. And these are wonderful. And then at the end of the row here up on top, the black and the white up on the stands actually have one chamber inside. They're called a tip pot. And they have the same principle, but only a single chamber, but once it's on the stand, all you do is tip it back and forth to pour the tea. So they're fun, and it's what I collect. I collect all things twin-spouted.
I can see why you like them, and it's certainly this black one on the end. The detailing is, and I can understand your attraction to it and why people would like to.
Well, honestly, I say that I am a teaaholic, and I do not wish to be cured. So everything related to tea is fun to me.
Well, Linda Grossman, the chairman and tea lady, Abington, Massachusetts, thank you for talking with us today.
Thank you so much.